everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's Gates' Chargers going up against Cameron's Dolphins. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the San Diego Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Let's go. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. To throw is Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver. And just like that, it's third down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Brandon Flowers is a veteran cornerback who often has his speed questioned, but never his playmaking ability.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll be 4th down. And here's the all-rookie punter from 2015, Matt Darr, on now to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
And Dominican Suh's second tackle for loss on the game. Strength is the #1 thing you think of with him. But let's not underestimate his hands. You know, it's almost like he goes for martial arts practice. I'm not sure that he does, but it's like he does that. They're so strong, so heavy, that he's able to get people off of him and go make plays.
Now I'm just picturing him doing martial arts.
I'm not sure he needs it to get done when he gets done. He is just so strong.
Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 66 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, look at the juke. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They're going to give it to him running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Landry. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Sims, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they got 29 yards there. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Arian Foster taking it in. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And for Gates, of course, 36 now, 36 years old, but 104 career touchdowns. But at age 36, how do they handle him this year?
I think that you rest him as much as possible in the preseason. He didn't even dress for the preseason opener. He and Philip Rivers know each other so well. Just roll him out in game 1 and turn him loose then.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, partner, while we have a second, a lot of people want to talk rookie quarterbacks early on. What have you seen?
The usual. They're going to be ups and downs. Jared Goff with the Rams, Carson Wentz with the Eagles. Both of them a little bit shaky and both sustained injuries. Connor Cook surprised people and played well in Oakland. But how about Trevon Boykin in Seattle? He was phenomenal coming back in and leading them to a victory.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To the air again here, Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for San Diego.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. Both the Dolphins and Chargers are in a defensive battle right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both teams have to feel like if they can put some drives together, that they'll come away with the win. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. We go to the second quarter. It's Sue who will get the sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. Dolphins take it at the 34. Tannehill's able to scramble away and complete the pass. And he'll end up at the 5-yard line before being tackled. Later on the drive, Foster is going to take it up the middle, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Dolphins tie it up at 7.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Cameron, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
On third down, Rivers dumps it off to Woodhead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So now here come the Dolphins. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And there's a flag on the field. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Foster alone in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Rivers caught by Gates, left side. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. That is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll lead here to a third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rivers from the gun on third down. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers defense now getting set and taking the field. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time, they would intercept it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. 3rd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it's first down, Miami.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Frank's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Foster alone in the backfield. He'll get it running right. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye, and they'll go on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Rivers again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so